Hi everyone, this is Tom J for the King of Craft Beer Reviews. For today's review, we have something very special, something very near and dear to my heart. We have a 2-liter growler of Ramstein Oktoberfest. They didn't even release it yet. I happen to know the brewer. Actually, I live very close to this brewery. The brewery's located in Butler, New Jersey, and this brewery makes some of the finest German beers in this country, in my opinion. And it's not only my opinion. Ramstein beers have won multiple awards for #1 beer. As a matter of fact, this Oktoberfest, for Beer Advocate, in 2009, this was rated the #1 Oktoberfest. Out of all the Oktoberfests that Beer Advocate sponsors and has on their site, this was #1. That's saying something right there. Like I said, it's a great brewery. If you like authentic German brew, you'll love it. It's a very small brewery. They do less than 10,000 barrels per year. It's a small local brewery. They do bottle, but they're very limited. They only bottle 2 types of beer, but they have many others that they make. They mostly work it through distributors with kegs. They have it on draft in restaurants, and you can buy kegs and such. But anyway, on with this review. We have, just give me 1 second. Okay, since we don't have an actual bottle of this because they don't make bottles of it, I have a description, a commercial description of this. It's Oktoberfest Lager by Ramstein, inspired by authentic German Oktoberfest beer from the early 1900s. This amber lager has a rich malty aroma and a smooth toasty palate and subtle noble hop finish. The richness and spiciness of this beer make it a perfect accompaniment to robust meats and grilled fare. Ramstein Oktoberfest is a great beer for any festive occasion. And I second that. It's an awesome brew. But I'm going to get this open. Let's hope it doesn't explode. That was good. That worked out well. Okay, we're going to get this into a glass. Okay, I didn't pour too aggressively because I had to pour it out of a growler. It's a little difficult. But I did get a small 1-finger head on the pour. This is a 6% ABV beer. It doesn't have the international bitter units listed, but it's got some hops towards the end, some traditional German, like noble type hops, Tallerhau, stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, so it pours a nice amber copper color. Beautiful. It's hazy. It's not a clear beer. Most of Ramstein's beers, actually not most, but a lot of his beers are not filtered. So I'm not surprised by this at all. This actually is not, this is an unfiltered beer. Yes. Beautiful color. It's got a tan head that quickly dissipated. I'm going to get a nose on it. I'm not going to lie to you, I've had this already, and it is exquisite. Rich, spicy, toasty, caramel, toffee, very bready, very malty, very malt forward. It's got a great smell. All right. Okay, I need a taste. Oh, damn. It's so sweet. It's so malty and toasty, and it's got hints of caramel and maybe brown sugar and toffee, and it has a sweet front, but it has a little tanginess to it also. It has a little tartness to it, so it's sweet and it's tart at the same time. It finishes very nicely with a nice toasty bouquet on your tongue. It is very good beer, very nice beer. Can't taste the alcohol. Cannot taste it. It's not that high in alcohol. Well, it's fair, but it's not really high. But you cannot taste it. Very, very good. Yes. Mouthfeel. Mouthfeel is medium. Medium mouthfeel, and a nice quenchable finish. It's a very quenching beer. It's not overdone. It's not too cloying. It's a nice. I wouldn't call it thin, but it's a very drinkable, satisfying, quenchable type beer. It's delicious. This stuff, you know, if you get your hands on this, you're gonna be pounding some of these. These go down like water. They really do. Okay. As always, I'm gonna let this sit for a little while. I'm gonna sip a little bit of it down. I'm gonna let the flavors come out as it gets warmer, because that's always the case. It usually changes a little bit. We'll get maybe some more of the flavors. They'll intensify. And I'll be back in a little bit, and then we'll give you the final verdict. Hi, Tom J back for King of Craft Beer Reviews, and we're continuing on our review of the Ramstein Oktoberfest. Okay, so I've let this beer warm up a little bit, drank some of it down, and it's really giving off some nice toasted malt flavor. It intensified as it got warmer. Caramel, strong notes of caramel, toffee, toasty, rich, malted notes, and a spiciness to it. Oh, it's really good. Brown sugar. Okay, I am going to before I finish this, I just want to just give you a little background on this. Like I had said before, I live quite close to this brewery. I'm familiar with everyone who works there. The owner and the brewmaster is, we call him the mad scientist because he's a chemist. He went to college. You know, he has a chemistry degree. He's a very smart guy. What had happened is I guess he didn't like what he was doing early on in his career, and he got bit by the brew bug, the home brewing bug, and he decided to take a different turn in life, and he started to get very interested in beer, and as it worked out, he went to Germany as an apprentice for almost 2 years. I think he worked in a brewery in southern Germany, in Bavaria, and he worked for a small Bavarian brewery, old school, with all the old traditional German ways of making beer, and he learned the old-fashioned way, which is of course the best way. And he took his knowledge, what he learned, and he took it back to the U.S., back to New Jersey. He set up his brewery in Butler, New Jersey, and it took off from there. He makes a whole line of very, very traditional, authentic German beers. You know, like I said, this beer, I haven't had it. I've had it several times before, but I just got it this year. This is the first release. It's delicious. I'm actually going to finish it right now. I'm going to give it a rating. Yeah, it's outstanding. It's fabulous beer. Okay, for me, for this style, This has got to get a 98 out of 100 from me. It's the best Oktoberfest I've ever had, and I've had many. By far, it's absolutely outstanding. 90 out of 100 from me. And like I said, if you can get your hands on some Ramstein, it's actually High Point Brewery. They're the brewers of Ramstein brand beers. Go on their website, check them out. If you're in the area, if you're in New Jersey, New York, or Pennsylvania, you'll be able to get them. You'll be able to get his beers as long as you're not too far south. And if you can get your hands on it, do it. If you're a German beer fan, you won't be sorry. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna get going. So this is Tom J for the King of Craft Beer Reviews signing off. And until next time, just remember to drink responsibly.